If you've ever tried meditation, you've probably wondered about the sounds, right? The mantras, the chants. Do you really have to use a specific one? Or can you just, pick any word you like? Well, today, we're going to dive into the hidden mechanics of sound to figure out if your meditation sound really matters. Let's get into the science behind it.
So, this is the big question, isn't it? Can any old sound do the trick? It turns out the answer is, well, it's a lot more fascinating than just a simple yes or no. Okay, so first things first, not all sounds are created equal, especially not when we're talking about the effect they have on our minds. The perspective we're exploring today introduces this really cool idea of a sound's unique footprint.
And that brings us to this concept of the vibratory footprint. Now, this isn't just about the noise your ears pick up. It's about how a specific sound's vibration echoes deep, deep inside you. And it's designed to wake up your nervous system in a very particular way.
This comparison just lays it all out perfectly. On one side, you've got a specific mantra, something like, I am. It's kind of engineered to resonate and awaken those subtle nerves. But on the other side, a random word like banana. Sure, you could probably use it to quiet your mind, but it just doesn't have that specific, targeted, vibratory quality. The effects? Who knows? They're totally unpredictable. And the author has a little fun with this idea, saying that if you use the sound banana, you might find silence, but, well, you might also end up with bananas growing out of your ears. Obviously a joke, but it makes a really important point. The tool you choose for the job actually matters.
So, if these specific sounds really do have this unique power, how does it all work? How does a simple sound practice turn into a real, tangible, physical experience?
Well, it's actually a pretty clear process. It all starts with the mantra. Then, as you bring in specific breathing methods, that's a practice called pranayama, something pretty remarkable starts to happen. You begin to literally feel the mantra's vibration unfolding these subtle nerves all through your system. And that leads you right to the final step, experiencing the result.
And what exactly is that result? The source puts it so beautifully and so simply. So many flavors of bliss. See, this isn't just about making your mind quiet. It's about feeling this profound, positive shift in your entire being. Now, I get it. This might sound a little out there. You're probably thinking, okay, but how do I know this is really happening? The answer isn't in some book. It's something you find out for yourself. It's all about that aha moment.
And this is the whole point. With consistent practice, this whole profound vibratory quality thing stops being a theory and it just becomes self-evident. It's a direct experience that makes you go, aha, I get it now. It becomes totally obvious because you can actually feel it. And that's really the key takeaway here. This isn't about asking you to believe anything. It's more like an invitation to run an experiment on yourself. The proof isn't in someone else's words. It's in your own direct, personal discovery over time.
So we've gone from a simple sound all the way to this profound internal experience. But where does this path ultimately lead? Well, the final realization points to something incredibly powerful. It kicks off with this amazing line, "Today the mantra, tomorrow the cosmos." What that suggests is that this seemingly small practice, just using a specific sound, is actually the first step towards understanding something way, way bigger. And then the perspective flips inward, and it gets even more profound. All of it, the cosmos, these incredible experiences, it all belongs to you. In fact, the text goes on to say, it is all you. The whole practice isn't about reaching for something outside of yourself, but realizing what's already inside. Which brings us to this final, powerful thought. After all the practice, all the discovery, the ultimate realization is that the guide, the teacher, the source of wisdom, the guru, was never somewhere else. The guru is in you. What starts with just a sound ends with discovering your own self.